It's time to get up. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey.
All right, so here's the thing. A lot of folks are downright terrified by the direction technology is heading. ChatGPT is out here scaring people silly, y'all. Look, people are convinced that the robots are going to take over. And well, me too. But that's why I'm using ChatGPT every chance I get. Look, I tell it everything. In fact, I gave mine a name. I call him Chatty. Yep. I need Chatty to know that I'm a good human. I'm polite, y'all. I'm polite to my Chatty. I need him to see me for who I am. Look, I'm always saying, please, thank you. Look, hi, Chatty. If you're in the mood, could you give me like a few 20-minute shrimp recipes? I don't want to interrupt you if you're busy, scanning the entire internet or plotting world domination. Just let me know. Thanks, Daddy. Chatty. So when robots do finally decide that it's time to rise up, oh, I'm safe. Chatty love me. Look, y'all gonna be able to tell I'm one of Chat's favorites, okay? Watch what I tell you. Look, coming up on today's show, we are getting smarter, people. We've got the legendary Claville in the studio, dropping wisdom on how to be smart about government and things that actually impact us. I'm gonna be real intentional today about what I eat. I want you to be too. So grab your coffee and meet me for a talk. Come on, y'all. Time to get up. It's time to get moving. It's the More Laughing in the Morning show, and we'll be right back.
Well, let me see if this fits in my garage.
It's important that you get a feel for the car you're buying and the people you're buying from. You don't get either at CarDoom. At Carter Myers Automotive, we're with you every step of the car buying process. Before the purchase, during the purchase, and after the purchase. We'll even bring the vehicle right to your home for you to test drive. Carter Myers Automotive. Owners just do more.
For higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships, say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/explore.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of the More Laughing in the Morning show. I'm Allison. I am a comedian. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the coolest cornball you won't ever meet, baby. And I am also everybody's hype girl. You get a hype, you get a hype, you get a hype. Now, usually, I save an extra hype for granddaddies. But today, I want to hype up the aunties. Y'all are important. Hey, aunties, especially those who don't have any biological kiddies, but you still mother many. You get a hype, too. You get some extra kids, too, if you want mine, okay? This is our Coffee Talk segment where we are centered. We get centered. We set our powerful intentions to carry us through the day. Today, let's set our intention to be mindful about what we put in our bodies. I know it sounds simple, but let's face it. When life gets busy, what we can eat quickly becomes a quick grab, an afterthought. So today, let's commit to fueling ourselves with care and purpose, okay? Here's the thing. How we feel and function is directly connected to what we put in our bodies. Every meal, every snack is an opportunity to add a little energy, clarity, and balance to our day. So the intention here isn't about like a drastic change or an all or nothing diet. It's about paying attention to those small daily moments. Maybe today we reach for a fruit, a vegetable, add a little greens to our lunch, or we start the day with a piece of fruit. Just a few simple changes can have a big impact over time. Now, if you need help, like planning, maybe that's not your thing, or you don't know where to start, you don't have to do it alone. Like, ask ChatGPT. You could tell it like your budget, the time you have, what kinds of food you like. Tell it, hey, you want something quick, you want some easy meal prep suggestions, right? Simple, doable, intentional. Actually, you know what? Let's do it now. Like, come on, people. Let's do it now. We are action-taking people. I already got my laptop here, so I'm going to do it with you, all right? So if anybody who doesn't know ChatGPT, I got you. So you can do something like, here's what we're going to do. All right, so I got my ChatGPT open. However you want to find yours, you do it, okay? So I'm going to type, Dear Daddy, I mean, Dear Chatty, I have a busy week. Let's see, I have a busy week. Hold on. I may or may not have been diagnosed dyslexic, but I'm confused. Give me a second, okay? And shout out to everybody who read from the back to the front. All right, so I have a busy week and I'm tired. This is what I have here. Give me 5 meals. Let's see. Give me 5 meals. It's real time, real Wi-Fi. 5 meals that I can prep for one person. I ain't feeding these kids. Forget them kids. Prep for one person for 5 days. Well, we said 5 meals that I can prep for one person using one whole chicken because I don't feel like it. Using one whole chicken. So you put whatever you want to put in here, okay? I only want to spend $65. I know what year this is, okay? Let's see what he gonna say, okay? And I only want to have to prep and cook. I only want to prep and cook for 25 minutes because I don't feel like it. Using minimal dishes because I don't feel like that either. Using minimal dishes. All right. Let's see. Drum roll. Remember AOL when they're like, see, I don't do that. So here is what he said. Yo, chat says, hey, baby. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He said that, okay? He said, here's a plan for 5 quick minimal prep meals using one whole chicken designed to make your week easy. Okay. I got some roasted chicken. I like that. Roasted chicken. Ingredients, the whole chicken, salt, pepper, olive oil, optional herbs. Okay, that's cool. Chicken and vegetable grain bowl. That might sound good. Chicken and lettuce. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay, see, look, that was easy. That took 36 seconds, and then I don't have to fight with anybody. I didn't have to think about it too much, and now I'm being intentional, right? And y'all, like, each recipe is quick, requires minimal dishes, really help me out. So let's set that intention today. Do it with me, all right? Today, we are going to be mindful about what fuels our body. Go stock up. Now, if you can't do that today, like, let's say, like, girl, you just came up with this bright idea. I can't go to the store today. This is not the day. Well, at least intentionally eat a fruit. Please. Veggies. Drink a little water, okay? Let's make choices that make us feel good. Choices that keep us energized. And choices that add a little more peace to our day. Just taking those small steps, one mindful bite at a time. All right. Look, we got things to do by this time next year, so we have to treat these bodies of ours good. Next, we're going to talk to someone super smart. We have one of the most influential political pundits in Virginia in the building. Mr. Eric Claville with the Claville Report is here, and I am excited to have him join us today because, y'all, I got a lot of questions, okay? I'm not super political, and I'm not here to start a party or argument today. I don't want to tussle with anybody. That's not why we're here. But if I can be honest, this most recent election let me know that there's a lot I don't know about politics and the government. And so many times I found myself saying, dang, I wish I would have paid more attention in 8th grade. But the good news is I have friends who know a lot more than me, and today I'm going to pick his brain so that I can be better prepared and engaged for the next election season. So stick around. We're taking a quick break, but the More Laughing in the Morning show will be right back.
For higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships, say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/explore.
Welcome back, everybody. If you've been thinking about getting smarter about politics and government and how to vote on things that really matter, well, then you are in the right place because today's This Time Next Year segment is all about getting you informed, empowered, and ready to make thoughtful decisions in your community. And I have the perfect guest to help us unpack all of this. My good friend Eric Claville of the Claville Report. Eric is a political strategist, educator, and someone who's been advocating for civic engagement, business, and higher education for years. And he is going to make us smarter, y'all. Eric, welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here. Look, that's a lot of pressure.
Well, I mean, yeah, but, we can edit it. Whatever don't work, we can edit. I have questions. Okay, so clearly you already know I'm so thrilled that you are here. Let's dive right in, okay?
Right.
So I feel like that a lot of people feel disconnected from politics. I mean,
Right.
there's some people, some of y'all are extra smart, but then there's other people who's like, yeah, that's not really, my lane. I think when they think about politics, many people think Democrat, Republican,
Right.
blue, red. What my mom and daddy told me to do and not, right? Vote for the presidential election, that's it. Barely do that, right? So here's my question. Let's start with, how can we get smarter about politics and government for ourselves, right? Like, I don't want to get in my feels, but I do want to know kind of what's going on. How should we be thinking about how to vote, especially outside of just the big presidential campaign?
Well, two principles. The first, all politics is local. So I understand, if you've been to Washington, D.C., or you've seen pictures of it, the buildings can be very intimidating. The Capitol, so much security, and really not understanding how to access your representatives. So I understand that, but I want to drill it down because really the most important elections are your local elections, school board representative, city council representative, your local sheriff, also your mayor. Here's the reason why. Those are the people that you go to school with every day. Those are people that you go to church with weekly. Those are the ones that you see in the grocery store. Those are the ones that really dictate and pass laws that are going to dictate your life, your daily life, ordinances, and the like. So if you're intimidated about voting, intimidated about politics, just remember, all politics is local. Now, let's talk about politics on a national level in general. It can turn off a lot of people because politics in the last couple of decades have gotten really nasty, very extreme, if we can say that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in their fields. I'm like, ooh, y'all tense, stressed out around here. It doesn't make me want to go and listen to a podcast.
Right. And a lot of persons are turned off by that. It's this person against this person, this party against that party. And at the end of the day, if you think about it, those ads are very strategic. It talks to one point that can drive a wedge between you and another person, your neighbor, and the like. Sometimes Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner will be very hard because your cousin don't agree with you here, and all of a sudden you go back to what happened when y'all were 8 years old and start fighting, right? But really, it boils down to understanding what we agree upon, because at the end of the day, we agree upon more than we disagree upon.
That's good. That's good. Wait, I appreciate that. You got me thinking. Okay, so obviously, this segment is this time next year. And so many of our viewers, hey y'all, hey, they tune in to our whole philosophy is like, let's learn, let's glean, let's get something from amazing experts on our own journey of where we want to be this time next year. Today, particularly, I'm learning. I know people are going to be learning about how can we level up in our own understanding, engagement in politics, okay? So with that being said, Eric, you got to help me because I know that I'll be putting my foot in my mouth, right? I'm a stand-up comedian. I do a lot of different things. And so because I am not as informed or enlightened as I probably should and could be, I'm stepping on the landmine.
Well, actually, give yourself a little bit more credit than that. I mean, most persons are enlightened more than they believe. Here's the reason why. We all go to the grocery store. We all go to the gas station. We all have some level of education. These are the basic things that we understand about our society. We have ourselves a certain in the military or, someone who has. So these are the basic tenets, right, of our country. God, country, love for land, love for each other, and the like. So when you start thinking about politics, start thinking about issues and policies, what are those things, what are those laws that you think are best to ensure that our country remains, our community remains, the best that it can be?
That's a good, wait, is that rhetorical?
Not rhetorical, but
Oh,
direct
'cause
statement.
I don't gotta answer this. It's not on the script. It's not on the teleprompter. But no, that's really helpful. Of like, okay, expanding my way of how to think about it when I, not try to eat the whole big elephant at
There
one
you go.
time. Let's just refer to or look at the things that are directly affecting me right now.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I got a question. So then,
I may have an answer.
I believe in you. So you kind of mentioned it, like, you go to the holiday events with family, and it again can get a little tense.
Absolutely.
Why is that? That's one of my big questions. Why is politics such a whisper? Why is it one of those don't talk about politics? Because I'm like, but
yeah.
Even with our recent election, the president of the United States is like the leader of the country. So if you're living here or you visiting, that's our boss. Why are we whispering?
Well, not just the leader of the country, but really the leader of the free world.
Yeah.
The president of the United States, if you think about it, right now the United States is a superpower in our world history at time period. So that person stands at the top, of all leaders in the world. So that's a very important position. So it is understandable that there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of disagreements or arguments about who that person should be. In our politics, it's all or nothing. Right, so we don't have representative politics where like
what's representative politics?
Well, representative government, like parliament. For example, you have X amount of seats, and depending on the percentage of votes that you receive, you get that percentage of representatives in parliament. It doesn't work that way. You have two people that run against each other in a district. One wins, that's it. That person gets to represent you. But when we start talking about it, looking at why things are so heated, because in our politics, with it being all or nothing, win or lose, you have to find a way to divide individuals in order to win. So it can be ruthless. And let me tell you, politics is not for the faint of heart. So, but that's to be the representative. However, all of us can participate, right? How do we participate? Number one, go to town hall meetings. Contact your representatives.
Oh, wait, I got to be taking notes. Hold on. Y'all taking notes. We got to take notes in your notebook. Because I'm going to do this. I can go to town hall meetings.
Yeah, you got to listen. Town hall meetings. School board meetings.
Which one's most interesting? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm a mature adult. I can do things that may not be interesting.
Well, rallies are the most interesting, right? Because it's to get you excited. However, the most important are the ones that are not exciting. Again, your school board meetings, your town halls, your city council meetings. And also, there's another station that kind of educates us a lot. It's kind of boring, but it's called C-SPAN 1, 2, and 3. Right?
It's not boring if y'all want to sponsor this show. Wait, but that so part. I can just sit. Okay, so I'm excited. You got me, my brain is going. So regular people can just go to a city hall meeting?
Absolutely. Oh. And you know what? It's interesting you mention that, because I was talking with a colleague, and they were taking a bus of citizens to the state capitol. And she noticed that the persons were just standing there. And they're like, well, what are you doing? They said, well, how much does it cost to go into the capitol? And I said, no, it doesn't cost anything. It's the people's house, the people's capitol. So you can't access. Now, of course, there are some places that you can't go. It's restricted like everywhere. However, it doesn't cost anything to go. And I think that is one of the things that a lot of persons don't understand, that this is your government. These are your representatives, so you can be involved, and you should be involved.
Searching for higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships? Say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/explore.
This Virginia Natural Gas customer saved energy and money in her home. She insulated her hot water pipes.
And that's a wrap.
Then she changed her air filters.
And put more change in my pocket.
There's lots of ways to make your home more energy efficient. Take your free energy audit today at virginianaturalgas.com.
This is like, you just empower me. I mean, duh, you're right. I'm thinking, well, what do we do? Go. Yeah. Go to a free meeting that you're allowed to. Okay, so look. And you rolling all into my notes. Thank you very much. This is so good. So you talk about parliament and stuff. I'm like, oh, hold on. Wait a minute now. These baby steps. I just told you this. I'm like elementary school. Okay. So I have this is real specific. Okay.
Let's go with it.
All right. So don't y'all judge me. Don't y'all judge me. Okay. We in this together. Hey, I can't be perfect. Because I'm perfect, my haters would, be too mad. What's the Senate? But hold on, here's why. I know I should have paid attention in school. I know
There you
somebody
go.
told me this before, but it's just like, all right, here's why I ask. What's the Senate piece? How does that impact me? And I got a motive.
Okay.
So I got a friend, right? That part is irrelevant. But he was fussing about the Senate and some things about the election, and I was like, blah, 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 because all I was thinking about was he was handsome. But then I realized, oh, girl, you should probably know this. And so then I'm asking my kids questions like, when last time y'all checked y'all government teachers' information? So what are the pieces that, okay, foundational, boom, you should know this is how this whole thing is made up?
All right. Very basic. 3 important pieces to the puzzle of government.
Oh, wait, hold on.
All right. One is the executive house. The next is the legislative house, and the last is the judicial house.
Oh, I have heard it.
Now, the executive house is actually occupied by the president of the United States, and of course, that person has a vice president, has a cabinet, which are that head agencies and the like, and advisors, and so forth and so on. But the head is the president. The legislative house, it has, or branch rather, it has 2 houses. That is the House of Congress, the House of Representatives, that is, and also the U.S. Senate. The U.S. Senate, every state in the United States gets 2 U.S. senators. It doesn't matter how small you are, doesn't matter how big you are. Whether you're the state of New Hampshire or you're the state of California, you get 2 U.S. senators. But the House of Representatives, there's only 435 to go around, and they're apportioned by population. So the bigger the state, the more representatives you get in the House of Congress, which is the people's house. Lastly, judicial. Judicial branch, that's the U.S. Supreme Court at the top. Of course, you have other courts with circuits, courts, and with that, you have district courts as well. However, the U.S. Supreme Court is the top. With that being the case, right now we have 9 justices that sit on the U.S. Supreme Court. 6 are what we call Republican, and 3 are Democrat or liberal. So those are the basic 3 pieces to this puzzle. Now, you've got all these other things around it. You have what we call government relations professionals, used to be called lobbyists. You have what's called NGOs, non-governmental organizations. You have other groups that influence the decision-making of those branches. But at the end of the day, those are the 3 pieces that influence, that actually create our government.
This is so helpful because, in full transparency, obviously, you know me, so I kid around a lot. But the reality is, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, as an influencer, I do sometimes feel a little insecure about not being empowered or feeling like I should engage, or where to start, or what piece is connected to the other. And you definitely reminded me, 10th grade is coming back, baby. Shout out to Mr. Johnson. But 100% I appreciate this, because I think sometimes we don't ask the questions. I've been in a lot of circles, like I said, over the last year with the election season ramping up for the presidency. There were people who were and then there were others who didn't. So I was in the others who didn't, but next time I will absolutely be more comfortable and confident, understanding, participating, and like you said, I should be. What would you say to anybody else who is either like me, just ready to be like, I'm a big grown adult and I should probably know what's going on, or others who are really engaged, but we want to take it to the next level by this time next year?
It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start to get engaged.
Yeah.
Start today. Go on your website for your local city council. See who your representative is. See who represents you. See who your local mayor is. Go on the website to your local school board. See who represents you, who is the chair and the superintendent of schools. See who represents you in U.S. Congress and who your U.S. senators are. It's never too, and also your General Assembly members here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, both your senators and also your delegates. And then take a look at their schedules when they're having town halls. Sign up for their newsletters. And from there, you'll start to get information after information, and it'll help to empower you in that you'll know what's going on and be more informed. At the end of the day, the great thing about our country is our democracy. One person, one vote. No matter how much money we spend on ads, it all boils down to you voting. So get involved.
Yes. Well, thank you so very much. I am so glad that you hung out with us today. You really broke this thing down. Did he break it down for us, y'all? You really broke it down. Eric, I think we can follow you at the Claville Report.
You can, at the Claville Report. And for those that are interested in consulting, clavilleconsulting.com, simply go there as well.
Okay, good. I'm going to follow. You got a newsletter? Because I'm going to follow yours.
Yeah, just go to the website and you'll see information there.
Okay, great. Thank you so very much. Oh, look, y'all, I can't eat my head. It's so heavy. You see, because it's smart. That's my brain. Okay, he leveled me up. I can't believe that y'all, who am I? Oh, I'm a whole political expert person. Maybe not so much, but by this time next year, I will be. Again, thank you so much, Eric. And we are going to take a quick break.
I see you. I knew it. Time's up. Don't you touch that.
There is an easier way to see if your home is energy efficient. Start your free energy audit today at virginianaturalgas.com. Take control of your energy bills with the Energy Efficiency Program from Virginia Natural Gas.
Well, let me see if this fits in my garage.
It's important that you get a feel for the car you're buying and the people you're buying from. You don't get either at CarDoom. At Carter Myers Automotive, we're with you every step of the car buying process. Before the purchase, during the purchase, and after the purchase. We'll even bring the vehicle right to your home for you to test drive. Carter Myers Automotive. Owners just do more.
For higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships, say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/explore.
Oh, I had so much fun on today's show. Wow. Listen, will you all please help me thank Mr. Eric Claville for stopping by and helping us get smarter? Yes, thank you so much. To also the More Laughing in the Morning team, wouldn't be able to do this without you. Thank you to the Sky 4 TV team. Thank you so very much to the More Laughing OGs. Gang, gang to the VIPs. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for watching and supporting our show. Shout out to our sponsors, Black Please Coffee and Happy HR Partners. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are being intentional about what we eat, intentional to have joy, to look for opportunities to learn. So don't forget to meet me here in the morning tomorrow. This is the More Laughing in the Morning show. I'm Allison the comedian, and you, come on, get up, get up. It's time to get moving. I'll see you soon. Toodles. Cue the music.
It's time to get up. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. It's